We stopped, the slide of losing, and nobody wants to lose three in a row. So there's that. The other part is, it was a shutout, and we haven't had one of those in a while. So getting back to that at home is a good recipe for success. And 22 shots, 7 to 10 on target, 12 inside the box. Look, I don't, shutout and a lot of shots in the box. It's a good recipe to win games. And right now the goal's a little bit small for us. Some good goalkeeping and a little bit unlucky at times. So we'll just keep plugging away. That's my 2 cents.
Justin, go ahead.
Hey, Ben, you talked about it a little bit, but Dallas game notwithstanding, all the shots against Austin, all the shots tonight, is it a thing where you just keep going and it's going to fall eventually?
I would think so. The law of averages are that you continue to put this many, get this many good looks and put yourself in this many situations to score that, hopefully the floodgates open at some point. I've been on teams that struggle to score before, and, again, it's not, you can see it. There's a lot of good. It's just that final part that's missing. And in soccer, it's different than, some other sports. You got to score. You got to do the hard part. And right now we're not doing it. But the positives, Tate Schmidt comes in and does a pretty good job. We continue to be banged up and having to adjust throughout the week, and the guys keep giving big time efforts and put on some entertaining soccer that should result in some wins. And again, we just got to keep plugging away.
Then Hector's first start, 45 minutes, was that the plan all along?
It was the plan all along. Yeah.
How do you think he did?
He ain't happy about it, but that's the plan. He's great. Again, he changes us, and as we continue to push his minutes in a smart, safe way, he's going to make us better, as everybody can see and everybody knows. I thought Coco had a great game as well, even coming back down. It's not an easy thing. I always found it wasn't an easy thing to go from a higher position to a lower position within a game, and I thought he did a really good job. He was responsible on the defensive end and good on the offensive end. So, some good performances. Eric came in and did a good job, and the shutout is a big deal for us. Something that we always strive for, and we got it tonight.
Hey, Ben, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Quick question on the other side of the Hector Herrera sub. Blessing provided a spark plug, for the offense in the second half. You want to touch on his performance tonight?
Yeah, we're really thankful that he's a part of the group right now. He's obviously a good human, and he fits right into the culture. He's a lovely guy. But, what he does is he gives us a little bit more of a threat in behind, and Coco likes the pocket a little bit more than him, and he's just a different look, and so he's anybody that comes off the bench for us, we're looking to the idea is to have a real positive impact in the game, and he's been able to do that for us both from a start and also, as you said, coming in and giving us some energy. And he's defensively sharp. He understands his role here. I think it's a really good position for him in this system. So yeah, happy we have him.
And the second question, I was wondering if the assistant ref gave you any information if a push from the back for Ibrahim Aliyu was reviewed by VAR?
Yeah, they reviewed it and decided that they weren't going to give it, I guess, because they didn't give it to us.
Hi, Coach. Once again, happy late birthday as well.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, right, you said if the team does not score, y'all do not win. But at the same time, if you guys keep the shutout, you guys won't lose. So how critical was it to stop a striker like Klaus and their attack?
They had some good looks too, let's be honest. But they can score goals. I mean, that's not their issue. And to keep that team off the board, is impressive. Klaus is just a handful, a lot of service. They come down the middle on you, and then they bring another big fella in there late and cause havoc with the two forward system, and it's just they're a handful. So I was pleased to keep them off. I thought off the scoreboard. Mika did a great job battling with him. He's a big boy, and I thought Eric did a good job wrestling with him at times. But he's one of the best forwards in this league, and he's well rounded. He can do a bunch of different things. So even if everyone looks at him and thinks he's in the air and a big boy, but he's got good feet, he can provide. So I thought overall we did a pretty good job on him.
And then also I want to, you mentioned during the week and the winning culture, right? You guys had a 2-game losing streak, but now you guys bounced back from this. So from last year, you talked a lot about the winning culture. How do you guys continue that this year?
We're going to start winning. That's the reality. It's a tie at home, and that's not where we want to live. So we'll get back, and again, we'll just keep grinding away, man, until we start getting hot with some goals, and hopefully that will change into points.
Hey, Coach. Just curious about the inverted, fullbacks. Obviously, seeing Stairs play a lot on the left side. Mm-hmm. Just his performance, obviously getting a crack at goal as well. Just your thoughts on his performance.
Daniel's been great. He's been great almost every time I ever play Daniel. He just understands the position. He's calm. He's got good range of passing. He's more athletic than I think people give him credit for. Set piece ability. He is great timing, good balance, and he usually is the guy that gets his head on something, and it's usually on target. So he's been great. And I'm really pleased for him to continue to go. Franco picked up an injury yesterday, in warm-ups of the training. So it was a late adjustment, and Tate also had to come in and do a job out there on his, he's a left footer, and I thought overall he did a pretty good job.
And you talk a little bit about the health of the team. Obviously, we see Ferreira get about 10 minutes or so. Just, physically on him, what are you guys expecting?
He's been out a lot, and it's been a choppy year for him. So we'll see. I really like what Kowalczyk's doing up there. I think he causes teams fits, and it's a hard little structure to kind of stop when you overload that many midfielders. So we'll see. We'll see what that looks like as he gets healthy and gets back into form. We have an Open Cup on Tuesday. Some guys are going to get some minutes there, and we'll see what we can put together and evaluate the guys that get minutes against Detroit. We'll just keep plugging away. We keep getting guys back healthy. But as we do, one goes back. It's been that type of year so far, but again, guys have stepped up and done pretty well overall.
Hey, Coach. Happy late birthday.
Thank you.
Battle of goalkeepers today. I believe Berkey had like 10 of them for St. Louis. Clark had a few of them too. How tough is it to score on a night where both keepers are, zoned in?
Yeah, both keepers were great. The big part of why the game was 0-0. We know how good Berkey is, but Steve Clark also had a great game, and they're similar in some of their qualities. So it was a good battle.
Hey, Coach.
Anyone else? I will go over here real quick.
Yeah. Coach, was there anything in particular that stood out to you improving-wise from last week to this week?
Yeah, I think our concentration level was higher, especially in the defensive end. Things happen quick when you play St. Louis or Red Bulls and some of these teams that are built to just transition and come down very, very quickly after they win the ball. So, it was going to be a high focus game. It was going to be about physicality, and both of those were, I think, at the right level tonight for us. And then, we know we can play soccer. We know we can connect and build and get the game into their end and get good looks. But, can we be a team that puts out shutouts as we do that? Are we actively defending? Are we focused on the moments in transition? And that's where we need to be at the highest level if we're going to have success. And, of course, score some goals. But I'm confident that'll come.
And you talked about the offensive performances, but is that the issues? Is there anything like tactical that can be improved, or is it like game plan? Just not being as good?
I don't know. I mean, of course, you can always improve. You can always, find, we can continue to work on finishing and final third patterns and rhythm in there and making sure we get the right numbers in. But, we watch the games back and it's pretty good. They're there. The opportunities are there to win games. Yes, you can always get better. And you can make those 24 shots better, higher percentage shots. But again, it's one of the hardest parts to do in soccer. But we're getting there. We're doing what we need to do to create chances. And now we all have to do is put them in and get someone hot. But yes, to answer your question, yes, we can do more. We can always do more as coaches and put them in situations mostly to get just higher percentage shots.